grad elevations. So I got some work to do out here at this sporting. But look, guys, I got new squash blossoms. That's crooked neck squash. Need to change that. Then these are the zucchini blossoms. But look, that's new, that's new. And look at my new butternut squash blossom. The flower just flowered. So I'll be expecting some butternut squash soon. I gotta get some dirt to fill these up and get some more buckets so the squash and zucchini can produce, right? I think this plant, I can't bring it back. I don't know. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. So I don't know if I can bring that crooked neck squash one back. But tomorrow is Wednesday and I gotta treat them. Look like something's been eating at my leaves again. This tomato here is almost ripe. It's turning red. I don't know why. I think it's because all the rain has been getting. That's why I've been pulling them back. It needs some sun. All these leaves is turning brown. It's been getting a lot of rain, a lot of water. But I have some green beans I need to pick this morning. Look, guys. Some big ones. See that? Wow, that's a long one. Look at that. The ones that's not really that big, I'm going to leave them on there. Like, they can grow a couple more days. These three right there. Oh, let's look on this bush. See if it's any. That one's too little. That's a baby. These is babies. I'm going to leave them on there. And there's more blossoms, too. See the flowers? That's where the green beans come out of. Yeah, those are little. I'm going to let them grow a few more days. But that other bush, look, here goes some more. Once they flower, they come right on out. And these are small. Let me see. I think I see a big one. Here's another big one. I could pick him. Alright. Well, these are the green beans that are ready today. That tomato gonna be ready in a day or so. It just needs some sun so it can get ripe. I can't wait to see my bell peppers start coming out of here. I see the flowers. I see the bulbs and the flowers for my bell pepper plant. I'm just waiting for the peppers to grow out of that John. And some more squash and zucchini. That butternut squash is going to be so good. My hubby makes a very delicious butternut squash. See, even my ginger leaves is turning brown, but I got new sprouts. This is a new sprout, and this is a new sprout from the ginger. Fresh ginger root that I grew from kitchen cuttings. So I got to get some more pots, guys. I need some more big pots. But that's the harvest for today. I wish I had it where I can have rows and rows and rows of the green beans, rows and rows and rows of tomatoes and squash, zucchini. So, yeah, just the little things I gotta do. Hey sis, how you doing? Just a few little things I gotta do out here. I'm gonna wait till keep on my 7-day schedule. I'm gonna treat them with the 7 dust tomorrow, because that's been helping helping the bugs not eat my vegetables. You know, you work so hard, you don't want them bugs to be eating up the food you growing for you and your family. I definitely will, sis. I have some videos on YouTube, and starting from May, when I started germinating seeds and stuff, and I'm going to hold another class soon. As soon as I can get my hands on some winter crops. I need some green leafy crops like kale and collards and stuff like that. So as soon as I can find some of those seeds, I'm going to give my next class, and we're going to plant some winter crops. So I'll show you guys how to germinate the seeds. It's really easy, and it's inexpensive to do. All you need is some paper towels, some Ziploc bags, and a spray bottle with some water in it. And then get your pots and your, while you're doing that though, make sure you buy your pots and your soil, because it's only take like 72 hours to 5 days, 3 to 5 days for the seeds to germinate. And I'm going to do a Zoom call virtually for the class, so I can have y'all send y'all the link, and y'all can just, you know, click on the Zoom call. I think that's how I'm going to do the virtual class. But I'm going to do classes here in Georgia as well. But yeah. Good boy. Yeah, so you just get your stuff. Start getting whatever seeds you want to plant. Some paper towels, Ziploc bag, and a spray bottle with some water. And I'll walk you through it. Oshio, beautiful sister. I love my beautiful sisters, my American Indian sisters. Y'all rock. Y'all are so cool. I was having a bad day yesterday, and I'm going to tell y'all brought me up. I'm about to get my sage and burn my sage and go ground myself in that grass. They done cut the grass yesterday. I'm going to ground myself in that dirt and pray and sage, because the full moon is tomorrow, right? So we want to make sure our vibes are high and our spirit is right before the full moon. And also, any planting you do has to be done in coincide with the full moon. Planting should be done after the full moon, always right after the full moon. Like tomorrow in Georgia is the full moon, so if you're going to do any planting or repotting, even if you have to transfer plants to a different pot, do it right after the full moon. I'm definitely won't go and forget, sister. Okay? When I set it up, I'm going to make sure that I ask for the list of people that would like to do the class virtually, because I offer it free to my community, right? And that means community online and in person where I live, right? So I'm going to make sure I get a list of people so I know who to send the Zoom link to. I got to get somebody to help me set that up too as well. But I also will be probably putting some of the videos on my YouTube channel. Because on that YouTube channel, I strictly do genealogy and gardening. I may talk a little politics, but that's it. But it's strictly about genealogy and gardening. Thank you. You are special yourself, beloved. You are special, all of you guys. You know, that was one of the things I really loved about, you know, our community. The people that really just give of themselves, you know, to better our communities and our situations. Give of themselves. So I just want to shout out to my Virgo baby, Janaya. I love you, baby. Happy 8th birthday to you. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish chilling. I picked all the green beans I could pick today. That tomato is gonna have to wait. It's turning orange though. You see it on the thing? On the vine. And I got 2 different types of tomatoes. This one is the Somerset. This is the Somerset tomato. And this was in a small burpees pot when I got it. It was in this pot. All 3 of these tomato plants. I didn't plant these from seeds, but I bought them already planted with 1 little tomato on it. And it was in this little pot here. So these tomato plants grew from this pot, and I transferred them to these big 5-gallon pots. They're trees now. I'm going to have to get some stuff to stabilize them a little bit more. Like one of those cone things. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I would get, like, when it was cold, Heather, we had a late start because the springtime, it was a lot of rain and it was a lot of frosty nights. So I had got some blankets just for these plants. I would pull them back when it would be too much rain, pull them back in the patio, and then I would cover them with a blanket when it was cold, like them frosty nights. I took care of them like babies. They got their own blankets, right? So I was just looking up, and I was talking to some gardeners and farmers, and they was telling me that I can grow a lot of these crops through the winter if I put them on a shelf and get some LED grow lights on the shelving, right? And some plastic covering. So, you know, to keep it from the cold and the rain and stuff. So I'm going to look into that and try to see if I can build my own little greenhouse to grow some of these crops throughout the winter. But I'm also going to grow some winter crops as well. It's been hard. You know, I've had people tell me they've been looking for collard green seeds for 2 months. And I want some collards bad. Matter of fact, for my birthday, all I want for my birthday meal is fried chicken, potato salad with some collard greens and some what's them rolls called? Shoot. Some yeast rolls. Okay? I will definitely send you some information. Definitely, Sister Heather. I got y'all. And I appreciate it. I really appreciate y'all interest in because we have to learn how to sustain. And when the pandemic first hit, I listened to everybody telling us we better learn how to grow a tomato or grow our own food, right? And for the rodents and stuff, right? What I've been doing is mixing crushed red peppers that you can get out of the seasoning aisle, and the cayenne pepper in the seasoning aisle, and I mixed both of those with spray. Scam lightly, hate them calls, and I spray my veggies with this spray, and that will keep the a couple of farmers and gardeners it's told me that's all natural, and it'll keep the rodents and squirrels and stuff from eating your vegetables. And then I had a bad bug and worm problem. A worm ate up all my zucchini and squash. I brought my zucchini plant back, but they ate up all my crooked neck yellow squash. So I was talking to some people, and I tried the neem oil. That didn't work. I tried the dish soap. Good morning, how you doing? I tried the mild dish soap and water. That didn't work. So Mr. Waldo told me to get some 7 Dust a couple of weeks ago. And since this is going to be the 3rd week since I bought the 7 Dust, since I bought it, I haven't seen any of those green nasty worms eating my stuff. So I'm guessing it works, you know. But I see stuff that I need to repot. I see new sprouts on some stuff. This is some new sprouts, and this is some bell peppers. No. Oh yeah, these green bell peppers. This is finally a sprout. All that rain, it probably would have been sprouted if we had some sun. It hasn't been a lot of sun, it's been a lot of rain. So I got all these bell peppers plants. This is orange and yellow, and I took this from that plant that's starting to bud flowers. I grew them from kitchen cuttings, from buying green, yellow, orange, and red bell peppers in the store, and you know all the seeds in the middle, right? So when you cut and use your bell peppers, the seeds that's in the middle, I planted the whole stem, seeds, and the whole middle. That's how I planted those, and they're growing. I've even given some of those plants away to some of my students, right? And they're growing. They're growing these bell peppers. So I know we need some more soil and some more soil and some more buckets, 5-gallon buckets. And if you get these kind of 5-gallon buckets, you have to drill holes in the bottom of them for drainage. Yes, that is an organic, Heather. Yes, the plants, the leaves, the vegetables, the fruit. I spray those with the crushed red peppers and cayenne pepper and water spray. And that's the rodents from eating it, right? And stuff like this. See, we eat this now. This is sweet basil. You can cut off and pull off basil like now. We've been using this already. And this was in a small pot like this too. So now I put it in a bigger one and it's growing. Oh, it smells so sweet. When I tell you it's the right name for this, sweet basil, this basil smells lovely. And we don't want nothing eating these leaves because this is what we eat. We're not waiting for no fruit to blossom on it, right? So this basil, we just pull it off, wash it off, and cut it up and use it, you know, it's a fresh herb. We use it right in our some of our recipes. I can't wait to transfer this ginger because it's sprouting more and more, and I want to see. I know someone told me I need a big rectangle pot because it grows outward, and I see how ginger grows because you see it in the grocery store. I know, it is fascinating. Like, this is another plant that I grew from kitchen cuttings. This is from kitchen cuttings, this is from kitchen cuttings, this is from kitchen cuttings. Um, the green onions, scallions over there, kitchen cuttings. This yellow and orange bell pepper plant from kitchen cuttings. And almost any vegetable that you buy in the grocery store, I found out that you can regrow. Some things I grew out here from seeds, some from small little bonnie plants, but a lot of the stuff I grew from kitchen cuttings. Oh, yes, ginger grows. It's a root, like potato, carrots, yams. All them things grow up under the earth in the ground. Right, they're root plants. So yes, it does grow under the ground, and it's funny because I grew my ginger after I used it for my ginger tea, my ginger and turmeric tea. You know how potatoes have little eyes on it, right? Like spores. So after I cut it all down and made a tea, I saved the little eye, the spore. It was this little. And I planted it into some Miracle Grow. Yeah, you will pull them from under the ground when they're ready. Hey, Auntie. You pull those ginger, just like, I think I messed my carrots up too. This is all new to me too. This is my first year of growing food. And I know now that I would need a bigger bucket for the carrots, because they don't like to be moved or anything. And I think I messed them up. And I planted them in something small. So the carrot tops are big, but the carrots are this little. They're tiny. So I know now, next time, I need to have a bigger pot to yield a bigger carrot, right? Yes, you do. You pull those. But yeah. And I like to come out here before the heat of the day. It look like we're going to have some good sun. Yeah, carrots are bougie as hell. I don't know what the hell. Carrots are bougie. They don't like to be moved and shit. Mr. Waltho, he's a farmer in Arkansas. He told me that carrots don't like to be moved. So I try to put more dirt in that little grow bag, but it's not that big. So I know next time I try to grow carrots, I need a bigger bucket to start with, you know, because, and a lot of dirt in it, because they don't like to be moved. Right. It's starting to get hot out here. But these plants don't need to be watered. Check your soil every day. Check your leaves every day. Make sure there's no bugs on the leaves. Check front and back. I may have to prune some of these leaves here because I need to get those dead leaves off of there. Prune some of these. And I got a tomato down there. See? I don't want the dead leaves to infect my fruit. They just falling off too, the dead leaves. Sorry. Want to try to get all those dead brown ones off. So, if it rains, you see how moist the soil is? If it rains, I'll have to pull them all back again. Right? Glad the garden cut all the weeds today. See, some of my squash blossoms fell off, so hopefully it'll yield some squash now. But whatever I do, I gotta wait till after the full moon. So the full moon is tomorrow. Put these leaves in the dumpster. Some dew on the grass, but it's nice and freshly cut. Listening to them birds. So yeah, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm going to finish my morning medicine. Sit out here and bird watch for a minute. Get my sage and go out in that dirt and ground myself in the dirt. Say a prayer before this full moon. Prayer for prosperity, a prayer for my garden, a prayer for my family, prayer for my whole tribe, from extended tribe to my very closest. So y'all have a wonderful, peaceful day. Peace, love, and light. See y'all later. Peace.